Welcome to the coding part of PCA. So first of all, we are going to be importing some libraries. So we're going to import pandas as PD, numpy as np, matplotlib.pyplot as plt, and from sklearn.decomposition import PCA, our main library, actually all libraries we need. But this is the library we are going to be working on. So we are going to set the maximum number of rows to display. So out of 784 rows, we are going to display 500 rows. And the same thing. So now we're going to set np.set print option suppress true. So means you want to say that this is true. So now we're going to import the data. df is equal to pd.read_csv, and I'll be sharing this link in the description down below. We can store it in any variable, df, data, dataset, but now we're going to prepare x and y. So y is equal to df.iloc colon 0. So you can say this. And now x is equal to df.drop 0 axis 1. Now we're going to print shape and head of it. As you can see, this is all the way to, there are more columns if you want to see. So yeah. So we displayed more than 500 rows. And this is our last row, 784. Now, we are going to import the PCA library again. So from sklearn.decomposition import PCA. Now we're going to load or initialize PCA. So PCA is equal to PCA and components 4. And now fitting the X data. So principal components is equal to PCA.fit transform X. Means we're fitting the X. Now we're going to make a data frame and give columns to the name. So principal df is equal to pd.dataframe, data is equal to principal components, columns is principal component 1, principal component 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to make a final data frame with the concatenation of y column. So how we do that? It's final df is equal to pd.concat principal df y axis 1, and then we're going to print the top 5 rows. So final df.head. And lastly, we're going to print the variance ratio. So pca.explain variance ratio. And we're going to print it. And this is what we have. Now, the last step is to plot PCA and PCA2. So import libraries Seaborn as SNS. So you can say we use 5 libraries in this code, or you can say project. Now we're going to deploy scatter plot. So sns.scatterplot data final dfx principal component 1, y is going to be principal component 2, and here is 0. Now we're going to show the plot. And this is our final result. As you can see, the data set was still 1 to 10. You can say it was related to fashion. So if we say that 0 was equal to pants, and 1 was equal to sweaters, and 2 maybe skirts, then this is the data set of how many people want to buy this and that and that. As you can see, I think 2 is the most and 1 is the least, while 0 is just in the middle. And this was all for today's video. But before finishing up, I'm going to ask you a quick question. First 3 right answers get to make it into my video. What is PCA? And what are the important terminologies? I'll be seeing you in my next video. And good luck on the question.